Okay, this is my video of a system that I built. Took a little while. I would have to say I was involved in it a couple of weeks, but again I had to wait for things to show up. So this is the front. This is the Sunbeam UFO cube. In the front we're looking at a 120mm of course fan. I got a couple, actually I got 4 of them on this box, but I won't go into too much detail. As you can see, that's the front. And then I've got 2 128MB Phoenix Pro Gskill SSD running the main operating system. Try and keep stuff off there that I don't need so I can keep it running fast because it's running in RAID 0. And I've got fan controller, clock. Don't really use it as a fan controller, I don't need it, so it's pretty much a clock. I got 2 320 Western Digital, which you can see from the top here. If I want to flip it, turn your head around, you'll see what size. 320s, 2 of them running in RAID as a separate storage drive running in RAID, so one fails, I'm dust. Anyways, we'll move up to the top. This is a top view. I have a XFX, you can see it there, HD5850 Radeon. Not overclocked, don't really need it, runs great. Here's kind of another view. Now we'll move over to the inside. A little detail there. It's basically one chamber there because the card completely seals it off. So I have one inlet, which is a big fan. My exhaust is basically an open section here where I let it pour out. Don't really want to suck it out because I want the cool air to stay in there as much as possible. The video card pretty much blows everything out the back and around the sides. Then I've got a AMD 1055 6-core. I've got it's the Corsair H50 water cooler, cheap version, but it works much better. In my opinion, it's as good as a really air-cooled system, maybe a little better. And I've got 8 gigs of some Corsair XMS memory, 4 and 4, runs good. Now this fan's a little different. I've got on the radiator, I've got a push-pull. I've got 2 Noctuas, 9 fins. They work really good. Push and pull, very quiet. I've got one fan on the inside and the one on the outside with the radiator mounted out. As you can see, the lid I had to cut open and cut slots so I can fit the hoses in there, but it works alright. Did a little Dremel work. Backside, pretty normal. Here's my second fan on this side. I've got an ultra power supply, but actually it's one of their high-end ones, or at least it's somewhat high-end. Runs very well, 650, good enough for what I need. And now we'll move around the front, not the front, the other side. As you can see, I have pretty much all my main lines going around this side here, and then I've got a little 80mm fan that I put in there with an ultra sign to match my power supply, I guess. As you can see, I've left, you can see my cables under, but everything is pretty much tied up underneath the platform, the acrylic platform underneath the motherboard. Don't really have anything on the bottom, so it gives it a nice aesthetic view, and it looks good, it looks cleaner, and that's really about it. Backside is not much to look at. Fans and etc. Now let's turn on some of the lights. Oh, I've got let's see. You're not going to see it too much. Let me turn this down. Alright, got that one. Then I've got my cool Intermax fans that do some pretty cool stuff. Let me see, different lights. They're basically dual colored LED lights by Intermax, Twister technology. This camera doesn't do it justice, but pretty cool. Red and blues, and a mix. And then on the back side, of course I got speed control here too. I got my second one. Got 11 settings, and the cool thing is you can shut them off as you saw when I first started the video. So I have all this running, and I can shut them all off in the night, which works good. This is a 2.8 overclocked at about 4.0. And I don't know what else to show you here. Again, my cable management is as good as I can do. Everything is pinned underneath as good as I can with hanging hangers under there, so everything kind of just hooks on there with tie straps. And I'll look at it this side. And my monitor with some funky birds. Got a light up keyboard, my cool G500 mouse. And that's about it, people. I don't know what else to tell you. You got a question, shoot it at me. Later.